Mr. Holland today.
He was fantastic. He kind of, he's been right on the verge of doing that all season for us, and he's coming back from an injury, so we've been pretty careful with him in terms of pitch count and how we've used him. And today, obviously, he was really great, and we talk about it all the time that he's not overpowering, but he throws 3 pitches for strikes. I think he had something like 16 first pitch strikes today. He was over 60% first pitch strike. And
69 to be exact.
Was he?
Yeah.
And so when you do that, and you do it with 3 pitches, and it keeps hitters off balance, the defense loves playing behind him because he works quick and he pitches to contact and he gets soft contact, and you see it. Like, he gets a tough double play ball when we need it there.
Yep.
He's just such a steady, flatline type of kid, and he did a great job. And then Venezia to come out of the bullpen.
That was my next question. Frankie coming out of the bullpen and keeping it alive for you.
Yeah, and him and I have had a bunch of conversations the last couple of weeks where we've been just trying to figure out how to help him be more successful. And one of the things we talked about was using his cutter more early in counts and getting him ahead, and he did that today, and he executed exactly what we talked about. So, when you get a pitching effort like that, you hope you come out on the right side of it.
Yep.
And offensively, is kind of what's the word I'm looking for here?
Mixed bag?
Yeah, it's kind of like not as exciting as it was. All we focus on is we want to get base runners, and we had base runners a lot of innings, and then finally that last inning there, we get a bunch of base runners on, and good things happen when you have base runners and put the ball in play. We only struck out 3 times today as an offense, so all that stuff is, it doesn't look pretty, but a win is a win is a win, and that's the type of baseball that hopefully we can continue to play.
Did you consider bunting Roddy Hernandez in the 7th?
I did. Roddy's such a clutch guy for us, and in hindsight, he gets into a double play.
Right.
But if I could go back and do it again, I'd probably bunt him.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
But I thought he'd come through.
Do you ever consider stopping Alex in the first inning on the inside of the Parker?
So I was looking at the throw, and I said if the throw is off, they had the double cut set up, and I said if that throw is offline to the first cutoff guy at all, I'm going to send him because he's a good runner. That's a really tough play for that first cutoff guy to make. That's a long throw.
Yeah, it's long, right.
So he brought him to his left a little bit, and I just said, here we go, let's see what happens. So I'm glad we sent him.
Now, obviously, with only using 2 pitches today, it sets you up rather nicely for the weekend, however you end up playing the weekend.
Yeah.
I would assume that what would have been your option had this gone extra innings?
So we probably would have thrown Venezia out there again. We had Foley and Fortuna down there. Depending on the matchups there later in the game, if we had lefties coming up, Fortuna would have been hot. Yeah. If we had righties coming up, we would have gotten Foley hot. But Venezia was on cruise control too, so we were going to let him go. That's the thing with BH is what he did all his freshman year that he did again today. He just saves your bullpen on the midweeks, which is so important. So now we got it lined up with Williams on Friday, Bucciaroni Saturday, Coda Sunday with a pretty fresh bullpen. So.
And unfortunately, you had to put Proto behind the plate. You had to put Fritz back out there with shortstop.
I told him yesterday. I said no more days off, no more. So
you never considered Donahue behind the plate today?
No, Proto's going back in.
Okay.
He's going to play.
Okay.
If he's healthy, he's in the lineup.
Okay. All right.
Same with Fritz.
Yeah.
It's just, it's so different with Proto. It's not taking anything away from Donahue or Fitzgibbons or Geisler. It's just when Ryan's back there,
it looks like a different team.
It does. And he's such a veteran presence back there, and he's so even-keeled and calm, and such a leader. You want your 2 captains on the field.
Sure, right.
We're at the point of the season now where, we're getting towards mid-April, your guys play every day. So.